President-elect Joe Biden is set to nominate Miguel Cardona to become the country's education secretary, according to a source with knowledge of the decision and several news reports. Choosing the Connecticut Education Commissioner, a relative unknown on the national stage, allows Biden to briefly sidestep fraught debates over charter schools, teachers' unions, and testing that have divided his party. Biden would also fulfill his promise to nominate a former public school teacher to replace Education Secretary Betsy DeVos. If confirmed, Cardona will oversee the federal education department as schools grapple with the unprecedented disruption caused by the coronavirus pandemic. As commissioner in Connecticut, Cardona encouraged schools to reopen their buildings, but with limited success, as only about a third of students in the state have access to full-time in-person instruction. He will likely face the same challenge on the national stage. The role of U.S. Education Secretary is a limited one, as states and school boards make most education policy decisions. But the position took on increased prominence under DeVos, and Biden's education secretary is set to oversee the dispersal of tens of billions of dollars in new federal relief, and to decide whether states can cancel federally required tests this year. Cardona also adds to the diversity of Biden's cabinet, a top priority for the president-elect. Cardona is Latino and as a child was an English learner, and he has focused on improving outcomes for those students throughout his career. His doctoral dissertation, the CT Mirror reported, was about building political will to prioritize their needs and end the normalization of failure of English learners. Cardona's biography makes for a sharp contrast with DeVos, a billionaire philanthropist who focused on private schools. He grew up in public housing, and didn't speak English until starting school. And his career has been spent almost exclusively inside public schools and within a single school district. Cardona began his career as an elementary school teacher in Meriden, Connecticut, where he grew up. He quickly became a school principal, the youngest in the state at 28, according to the local Record Journal. He then served as the district's assistant superintendent before being named the state schools chief in 2019. He seems to have won affection locally, with city officials and Governor Ned Lamont offering praise as his name was floated in recent days. "I don't want to lose him," the governor said. "He understands the challenges of our students in a district like Meriden," the city's mayor said. Cardona's management experience is fairly limited, though. He never oversaw a school district before being appointed state schools chief in August 2019 by Lamont. The pandemic has dominated Cardona's tenure. He has pushed schools to keep their buildings open, emphasizing the benefits of in-person school, especially for struggling students.